Hello, it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK and operating over France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands as well. Thank you for joining me on Saturday for a simple stamping Saturday. It's gotta be, it's Saturday. So here we go. Today I am using the Arctic Bears stamp set. This is on page 39 of the mini catalogue. If you haven't got a mini catalogue, do let me know. You can jump over to my website, which is linked below, find the catalogues page, and there's a request form there. If you're in the UK, just let me know and I will get one posted out to you. No problem at all, and it's free. I will also be using for my later project, well actually for one of my later projects, the polar bear dies. These are bundled together as the Arctic Bears bundle. If you buy them both, you get a discount of 10% on the total cost. But the stamp set, which is what I'm going to be using for my simple stamping, I should say simple stamping project, is £21, 28 euros. So it's a really good price point. It's got thank you, you and me, thinking of you, all sorts of things. Don't just think of it as winter. Yes, it's snowy, but you can have polar bears at any time of the year. Anyway, so this is the stamp set. I am using almost all the stamps. One stamp pad, which is smoky slate. So I've got a white note card and envelope. And as I say, my smoky slate ink pad. And the card we're going to be making is this one. So just a scene builder, and then on the envelope I've got the little baby bear just walking across the snow on the envelope flap. Always fun to have, decorate your envelope. If you don't decorate your envelopes, it's a really lovely thing to do because it looks like Happy Mail when it comes through the post. If you do, let me know how you decorate them. Do you stamp on them? Do you use designer series paper, pattern paper? Just, yeah, let me know what you do because it would be wonderful to hear what everybody else does. The fold is just here. I can just see it. Now, the key with this stamp, which is a bit of an odd shape, is that the cliff needs to be roughly straight, but the main thing is that the C needs to be straight because the one thing water doesn't do is run uphill. Now, I'm going to just get this at a slightly different angle because it will be easier for me, just so that I can see where that crease is. And I'm going as far to the right as I can. If I go off the edge, I'm not that worried. It doesn't matter if I go off the edge. So there we go. There is our straight C. So that's the thing to think about. So this cliff actually goes in on itself, but this is what's straight because, as I say, water not known for flowing uphill. Then the other shoreline, it's not really a cliff, it's a bit smaller than the other one. Again, the sea is what we're going to be looking at, although this is actually a straight cliff as well. And I'm bringing this out to the right as well, because I need as much space as possible for my bears. So that's that. And then the first bear that I'm going to stamp is my large bear, so my mummy bear, because as I say, this is large, so we need to make sure that we give it enough room. So I'm going as far left as I can and just stamp down like that. And then the baby bear, which I'm going to bring forward, which will make the what's the word I'm looking at? The perspective look a bit better, because otherwise it's quite a big baby. But if you bring it forward, there can be distance between the two bears. So load, aim, fire. And just give it a little time to get the ink transferred across. Then I also want to add some birds flying in the top corner, making sure they are the right way up. There's my crease. Like that. And then there is this little kind of snow effect, which I'm going to bring into, there's a funny gap here. but if you add some snow, and I'm doing two-step, it doesn't look so obvious, because it could be that this is actually going behind something. But I'm also going to add a little bit of snow round the bears as well. I didn't use as much on the previous one, but I quite like adding quite a bit. There we go, and then just some over here. And again, I might go off the bottom, and that's fine. There we go. Right, so the only other thing I need to do is stamp my thank you, and I am actually stamping the inside of the card as well. So thank you, I'm going to pop up in the top left corner. Then I'm going to stamp on the inside, which is here, as opposed to here. And I'm using two simple words filled with warmth and gratitude, and the sentiment on the front is thank you. So let's see if I can get this straight. Fingers crossed, ish. So that's the card, and then for the flap of the envelope, I'm actually going to open my envelope up so that if I do come off the bottom, it's not a problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp my little bear, and then I'm going to come in with the snow lumps and just add some texture under his feet so that he's got something to walk on. Just want to see if I can get a little bit closer to his feet. Yes, that's better. And you can just, as you can see, just build up the effect. You really can't go wrong with it. So that's my envelope. This is my card. Let me find that crease, which is there. And this is where a bone folder is a really good idea. And you want a really good solid bone folder that you can get a really good fold with. So that is our simple card, and it is just a question of layering everything up. Then for my second card, I have introduced some foil, some coloured card. I've got, I don't know if you can see, there is some Wink of Stella as well. And this I did with blending brushes, and it's Calypso Coral with So Saffron and then Balmy Blue. And then here is Balmy Blue again, and a little bit of the Calypso Coral just there to reflect. And I just stamped on some sticky notes and popped those down, complete with a cat hair. Just pop those down, and you want to bring them slightly inside the stamp line so that you don't get a highlight. Otherwise you may find that the brush doesn't get right up to the stamp. So yeah, so I just had two masks, because this is actually one mask and another post-it note over the top. So one for here and one for here, and just added with a blender brush. And then in the corner I've introduced a piece of Balmy Blue stamped in Smoky Slate again, with a little bit of the cotton ribbon underneath. And then this is some of the silver foil from the mini catalogue, which comes in a pack with 3 different kinds of silver. And I've popped it all up on some dimensionals. And then on the inside, I've got the little bear coming in as well. And then again, the 2 simple words filled with warmth and gratitude. So that's my stepped up version number 1. My stepped up version number 2 is this, which is very similar, but I've introduced the dies, and I've used, and again, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, this is is it Snowy White? It's the Flock card, and you can stamp on it. It's not as crisp an outline, but you can still see that they're polar bears. So these I've popped up on dimensionals. Again, I've done blending. This is heat embossed for this one in silver, and I've used the white glitter ribbon, which was my thank you gift to my September customers. So it's just a little way of using that. And for both of them, I've just stapled it onto the card, and again on the inside I have got the sentiment and a baby bear. So there you are. Those are my cards for Simple Stamping Saturday. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. There's a link in the description bar below to the associated blog post where there will be more information and some more photos and a list of the products that I've used. And I've listed in the order in which I have used the products. So starting here, adding. Thank you very much indeed. Have a fantastic Saturday, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye!